Hundreds of thousands of American veterans are being denied their benefits thanks to government red tape. And get this, now Washington has a plan to add more red tape. Here to explain is Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson, Jr.
Pass the buck, blame the veterans. That's the new federal government policy when almost 500,000 people are waiting more than 60 days to get their disability benefits. Now the government is saying, we're going to make it simpler. It's got to be a standardized form. So if you get that standardized form in, once you have all your medical records, once you have all your reports, and we know how hard it is to get reports and medical records from the federal government, and even your own private doctor, that's when your disability claim will begin. As it stands now, based on our history, based upon our interest in making sure that veterans that don't have arms, that don't have legs, who are traumatically brain injured, who are homeless, who don't have the capacity to make out a formal application, can go in even on the back of a cocktail napkin or a piece of notepaper and say, I'm disabled, I have a claim, and that's when it begins ticking. Now the government says, no, your benefits will only begin from the date, if you're granted them, that your application is fully completed. But if you do it on a computer, then that's okay. The fact is, a lot of these vets don't have computer access, and a lot of them are terribly, terribly disabled. Can't do it.
I don't quite understand, Peter, because the government has made it so easy now to get food stamps. But for these veterans, these in many cases heroes, it has become very hard for them to get disability benefits, which they are entitled to and which have always been pretty easy to get.
This is the huge disconnect in America. We make it easier for people under those circumstances, but time and time again, we kick our veterans square in the parts that hurt the most. And so they're saying, yes, we want to make it easier. The fact is, under the standards now, you can go in and make a simple application and begin the process. They're trying to blame the veterans on this tremendous historic backlog that has never happened in our history to say, well, it's because they haven't put it on computerized forms. The problem is that the vets are not properly computerized. They haven't melded their systems. They're years behind. But now to blame the vets for what they failed to do is absolutely unconscionable. You know, and vets are standing up and speaking out about it. Only Fox has covered this story. This is a huge national story that has an impact on hundreds of thousands of people that have given their lives. They're living wounded warriors, but they've given their lives, and their family have given them up for that service in our country.
Well, I'm glad you picked this up, Peter. But here's the thing. When you think about, okay, so they want vets to go to the computer to apply for benefits. What does this sound like that went so badly south? Oh, yes.
20% of these vets have traumatic brain injury. Have them get to a computer. This is the same pattern. We've forgotten the people in Fallujah who were died and wounded there, and we're forgetting these people today. Someone needs to speak up for them.
What do you want them to do?
They need to write to their congressmen. They need to write to their senators. They need to put their comments in on the federal regulations to the VA and tell American leaders, tell the White House what you think about this unconscionable, in my view, stand that they're taking against our veterans. That's what they need to do.
You're not the only one who feels that way.
Vets are standing up by the thousands today.
All right. I got a feeling a whole bunch more are right now. Peter Johnson, thank you very much.
Good to see you.